Hey Swa, today I have a new camera, so we're going for a walk. I know you're busy and I want to make sure that I'm not overwhelming you with these videos, so how often do you want them, and what length do you want them to be? I mean, I can just ramble on forever, so long is actually much easier for me, but for you, if you are a little bit time poor, just let me know what length you want. 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, I can make it happen for you. Anyway, as you can see, I'm walking down our old street, and that's because I've moved back in with our parents, in your old room in fact. And while it's comfortable and familiar, I mean, quite literally familiar, that's a joke for word nerds, there's just something missing. And it's not the fact that there's no cafe in stumbling distance, or the public transport's a little bit slow, or any of 100 other things that I've noticed about living further away from the city. It's just the feeling of missing something. The feeling of missing something reminds me of a quote I just looked up on the internet by former baseballer Sam Ewing, who said, "When you finally go back to your old home, you find it wasn't the old home you missed, but your childhood." Now, that's close, but it doesn't quite work for me. I don't miss my childhood at all because my options are so much better as an adult. I mean, I get why people sometimes like to romanticize their formative years, but if I had to live it all again, I think I'd get pissed off by my lack of choice. So that's not it. But another quote I saw when researching for this video is a bit more relevant. It's from author Edgar Watson Howe, who said, "The worst feeling in the world is the homesickness that comes over a man occasionally when he is at home." Now that's more like it. I lie in bed at night and listen to incredibly loud cicadas, and I get an empty feeling in my stomach that's kind of missing a place that doesn't exist. It's kind of like the feeling you get after you read a really good book and you reach the end and you kind of realize that all those great characters you've met and kind of loved along the way only really exist in your head. You can't talk with them or hang out. They're just ideas, and you're the one that made their world real. Anyway, the reason I bring up this topic is because over the New Year's holiday I was away with friends over the Blue Mountain, and between the shenanigans and the good meals and the bushwalks and the board games, yes, board games, it felt like there was something there, something about being able to just do and be that I find missing in the here and now. It's sort of like this last quote from the amazing writer Maya Angelou, who states, "The ache for home lives in all of us, the safe place where we can go as we are and not be questioned." That's just it, that's the feel. Sometimes I get it when I'm out for a bushwalk, alone in green spaces, or sometimes when I'm in a cafe writing or drawing. There's a sensation of belonging, that I'm in a space without judgment, a space where I can just be. And maybe what I have now isn't just that, because it is our parents' place, and because I'm not just myself when I'm there, but I'm also their son. Or maybe it's because I'm in my late 20s and I live with my parents. Wow, did you feel that? That just got uncomfortable. Like if I had an awkward barometer with me right now, it would be pointing straight at unsettling realizations with a slight chance of internet embarrassment. So Swa, what about you? Do you think it's the stuff we have that makes a home? Or is it the people we know? The things that we do? The memories we create? Or is it something else, that sense of belonging without judgment? And how do we get that feeling? What does home mean to you? Also, can I come around on the weekend and borrow your TV? I kind of want to play video games in a safe space without judgment. CJ out. What was I thinking? Going for a walk. Oh man. I'm just gonna